Okay, I think it's going to be one last video here. I tried to make 4 and upload them and it didn't upload. So this is going to be Home Invasion 2 and Equipment. Okay, the first thing is about Home Invasion 2. I didn't get to cover quite all of it last time. I didn't get to cover what you need to do if the cops do show up, if they are going to come. I covered what to do if hopefully they don't show up and nobody's interested. Now I'm going to cover what to do if they do show up. Okay, right up front, the very first thing, I'm not going to call 911 if somebody's breaking into my house. The reason for that is they probably won't get there in time. If they do get there in time, they're just going to get in the way, and I'm probably going to get caught in the crossfire, or they're going to mistake me for the bad guy and waste me. So I don't want the police there if somebody's breaking into my house. If they get there after it's all over, that's fine, but I don't want them there while it's actually going down. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, let's say the bad guy breaks in, you get lucky and you waste him like you're supposed to. You want to go to bed, and let things simmer down for a while and see if anything happens. All of a sudden, the whole neighborhood's awake. It's 2 minutes later, the whole neighborhood's awake. Everybody's light comes on, their dogs start barking, and neighbors start showing up in your front yard. Everybody, oh, what happened? What happened here? Oh my God! Everybody out there's got their cell phone and their flashlight, and they're calling the police, and everybody's pounding on your door to see what happened and all this. So here's what you can try right then. You go to the door. What's the problem here? No, nothing happened here. Everybody just go home. Maybe all the neighbors will go away and nothing will happen, but it's not real good at this point. Somebody probably already has called 911, so maybe they will show up. Okay, say this happens, the neighbors disperse, kind of everything quiets down, and say 20 minutes later 911 does show up. You have a little bad luck. 2 police officers knock on your door. So here's what you can try in those circumstances. You go to your door and you've got your pajamas on, you look like you just woke up. Yes, officer, what's the problem? Well, sir, we heard reports of gunshots here. Well, I'm not surprised, officer. This neighborhood's going downhill fast. I'm not surprised somebody around here shot off a gun or something, but no, nothing happened here, and I hope you find out what is happening here. You can try that ruse and see what happens. Maybe that doesn't work, or maybe you want to try something else like this. You can always say, well, officer, I'm an insomniac, and I was up cleaning my Glock 21, and I had... Now, this is where you use the term accidental discharge. If you use the term negligent discharge, you're going to know that you know what you're doing, so you don't want to use that term. You say, well, I was cleaning my Glock and I thought it was unloaded, but it wasn't, and I had an accidental discharge, and I damn near shot myself in the foot, and that's what happened there. So you can try that ruse. Maybe that'll fool them. Now, if that doesn't do the job, then you're probably going to have to let them in, and they're probably going to see what's happened, and then you're going to have to explain and tell them what really went down, and they're probably going to take you to jail, and you're going to have to make bail, and then you've got to find a defense attorney, and then you've got to go through the song and dance and all that stuff. Hopefully your defense attorney will get the charges reduced to manslaughter, and you'll get off with probation or something. And one last thing, Paul, and before all this happens, if you have a somewhat large dog, put him or her away in the garage, because if a police officer's come and your dog is out, they'll probably waste it. That's fairly common. So make sure your dog is put away where it won't be noticed by anybody. Okay, with that, I'm going to get into equipment here. I got about 5 minutes left, and I think I can cover miscellaneous equipment on this. The first thing here that I have are earmuffs. These are the electronic earmuff types. They have an on-off switch, or you press the on switch, it goes beep, you press it again, hold it down for 2 seconds, it goes boom, it goes off. It's a volume up and down. And what these are useful for, they amplify voice sounds. So when you're at the range, you can hear range commands, but it shuts out the sharp report of gunfire. So they're great in that respect. They cost about $100 at the range. You can get cheaper versions of these elsewhere. These are shooting glasses. They're high-dollar Remington shooting glasses. They're about 18 bucks. They wrap around, keep the cases from going back of the glasses. They're real good to have. You have to have them because cases get thrown around a lot at the range. Okay, this is a gun cleaning kit. You should probably have one of these. It's nothing fancy. You know, it's just a cleaning kit, and have one of these to clean your weapon. Now, let's see. Okay, these are high-dollar shooting glasses. They're prescriptions. They got these. They got some fancy European name on them. They got the wraparound thing here. It prevents the brass from going in back of your glasses again. But as I say, with these, the front sight tends to blur because they're for distance, and I probably wouldn't have got them then if I know what I know now. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how to load magazines here briefly. Okay. Oh, these are also magazine pouches. They're the Blade Tech polymer pouches. You need about 3 of these to wear on your belt at 4-day. Carry 6 magazines. Load up 10 the night before so you don't have to load magazines all day, and you're all set for a day of shooting at 4-day. How to load these things. These are 10 rounders. Now, it's easier to put 12 rounds in a 13-round magazine than it is to put 10 rounds in a 10-round magazine. The reason for that being, as you load more bullets into the magazine, it gets harder because it compresses the spring. So those load in about like that. Okay, when you're doing number 9, you can place the bullet here like this, push down, and pivot it in. I learned this from a janitor at 4-day. You've also got a magazine loader that works like this. You place it here over it like this, push down, and it pushes in like that. That makes it easier to load too. So that's a quick, easy way to load these. And one more thing that I'll mention, like I mentioned the cleaning kit here. Now, this is the other thing I've been told. I was told by the instructors at 4-day, Mr. Glock is not a high maintenance weapon. He doesn't need a lot of cleaning. In fact, I had instructors tell me they've put 5,000 rounds through their weapon and haven't touched it. And one guy said, oh, I cleaned mine about 3 years ago. And another guy said, Mr. Glock loves dirt, so there's no problem. So he's not a high maintenance weapon. You don't have to spend a lot of time cleaning and polishing him and stuff. And that finishes up video 21 here at about 8 minutes and 28 seconds. So that's going to be about all in this series for now, I think. And I'm going to add things to this website as I think of them to add. There'll be more later on as I think of things to add.